My name is David Bending. I'm President, Chief Geologist, and Director of Mahdia Gold Corporation, which is probably the most valuable and undervalued company in Guyana, sitting on the redevelopment of the Omai deposit, which we won in an auction about a year and a half ago. Produced 3.7 million ounces during a down cycle. We inherited a huge amount of data, a lot of understanding of how the material gets processed, and we are reevaluating and redeveloping it through drilling, through a fast track to production, of the surface materials, and a sound knowledge of the political environment and the geology. Our flagship project's in Guyana, and it's a good jurisdiction because the government welcomes us with open arms. English common law, the rule of law works. The rules are transparent. We have enormous support from the Geology and Mines Commission and the government in Guyana. Moderate tax policies, a lot of flexibility in fiscal policy in general, and a very, very prospective environment. Plus, we've inherited this wonderful deposit. Because if you were to look at what we have and what we see, and what I can show any analyst when they take time in the field with me, and they compare it to the other companies which are working in that jurisdiction, which I believe are undervalued, we're more undervalued, and we're working towards a fast track towards production. We just hired a new Chief Operating Officer who has a great track record for bringing major projects into production on time and under budget, Andre Duchesne. And the turning point of the company will be when we go from exploring, re-exploring an old deposit into producing seriously with low cash costs because of the infrastructure and data that we've inherited from before. The first catalyst is when Andre starts to show his hand and demonstrates that he'll be moving in heavy equipment for production. We're going through a sustained evaluation now. This area has produced 3.7 million ounces formally and about 500,000 ounces informally. Right now we're looking at areas that were never formally evaluated, but they were actively producing during 2010 and 2011. Very high-grade material, very easily recoverable material. We're working our way through systematic evaluation of that. I don't think we'll try to get that into 4101 compliance. I think that we'll be working more towards sustained production on that as fast as possible. We know the material is there. We've seen it from the artisanal production, and it's very easy to recover, and the cost of being in production is low enough that the recovery of our initial capital will be less than 6 months from initial production. You need to go straight to production. Exploration doesn't sell. We have a fantastic exploration project. I could drill all the great drill holes in the world there. We've decided that our mission is first to become a viable producer, and secondarily to bring the rest of this great project into fruition, one step at a time, but as a viable company.